Today is all about landing pages and how do they work. Let's dive straight into it. So first of all, what is a landing page? And in essence, it's all about conversion. It's a page which sits within your website structure, but it's not visible within your main menu. It's a destination page, let's say, and it's removed of all clutter and has a specific purpose, let's say conversion, right? And we'll talk about the different types of conversion in a second. In essence, these things are designed just to have the salient points of the message that you want on them without any clutter. One thing that you want from a landing page is a call to action, CTA. You might hear it abbreviated too. So you want a call to action on the page, something that you want somebody to do. So we're aiming to capture data, I suppose, in exchange for something like an email address or a free ebook, and the main difference is that they're not there as your regular page. All right. They are a part of your website, but when someone goes onto your main menu, they won't find those landing pages. And where they can be used within your website is when you want to get someone to do a call to action. So let's say you're on a particular product page and there's multiple products. Maybe you do a specific landing page for one of your products. So click here for more detail. It then opens up a page where all it talks about is that one product and it has a call to action. Yeah, does that make sense? So let me talk about the two main types or styles of landing page. And look, this isn't a hard and fast rule. This is basically about the generalization as to how they're used. You can use a landing page in any which way you like, but generally they fall into two brackets. Lead generation or lead capture and click through. Okay, now lead generation or lead capture, well, as the name would suggest, it's all about gathering or collecting data. And you may well indeed give them an incentive to enter their data. So whether you utilize it later on in an email or by post or by text message, it doesn't matter. The main point that you're looking to do in terms of lead generation is capture someone's data. Generally, it's an email address. It could be an address or it could be a phone number or all of the above. A click-through page is all about a call to action. It's all about removing the fluff and allowing someone to click only on what you want them to in terms of making a decision. Generally, these are used for e-commerce sites where you're actually selling a product or service. So let me give you an example from each of those subheadings. So an example of a click through, an e-commerce click through, would be a product offer. So, enter your email here in order to get 20% off a particular product. You could also, show when they click on that product, all you are giving them is the option to get that claim, that 20% and buy that product. So if you like, you, in that particular instance, get 20% off here. When they land on that landing page, there will be a short description about the product and what you're buying, and then a buy now button and no other fluff around it. There is no other option other than to buy now or not to buy. That's the question. So there we go. That's an example of a click through page. An example of a lead generation page would be a free gift, or trying to build your database, as an example. So this is all about entering details to access a ebook or a free resource. Again, there's nothing else on the page other than enter your email here or enter your address here. And if it's mandatory that they have, and I would suggest that if you're going to do a landing page to collect data to give someone something free, you make the fields mandatory. So you have to enter your email address, you have to enter your physical address, you have to enter a phone number in order to get said prize, whatever that prize is, a resource, a discount code, whatever it may be, but you're collecting their data. So quite simply, a click through is where you are aiming for someone to make a commitment or press a button to actually make a purchase. All right. There's nothing else on that page apart from the call to action, whatever that may be. Or your lead generation page is somewhere where you can capture data and generally in exchange for something. Right. So landing pages, I mean, there's not a lot more to talk about them, I suppose. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat. I will do my very best to answer them for you. But, use landing pages as a tool to capture more data to have on your database, or to convert your users of your website into call to actions. And there's plenty of places where a good landing page can be utilized. So think about this. You've got an Instagram account, and on your profile, you're able to put a URL. Now, I'm going to bet that the majority of you have got the URL pointing to your homepage. Nothing wrong with that. But I would suggest that maybe you could create a landing page to try and get people to do something once they've landed on your site. Maybe collect some data from them, or maybe, within your Instagram account, you offer them a discounted service or a free resource if they enter their details on your website. So think about where you can direct people from and to your landing page. The opportunities are sort of limitless. In terms of LinkedIn, again, you can change your URL on your profile to suit, whatever day of the week it is, as it were. So you may have different offers. You can change your URL to point to a different landing page to engage with people in different ways. And also, if you have a business page, you're only allowed one business URL attached to the business page. But if you create sub pages or showcase pages, as they're called, you can change that URL within those showcases to potentially sending people to a dedicated site or landing page. So there we go. A little bite-sized marketing session on landing pages and how they work. There we are. It's all about conversion. Nice and short and sweet. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat. I'll do my very best to answer them. If you're a little bit shy and don't want everyone to see your question, then by all means, there's my phone number. Send us a text, send us a WhatsApp. Start it off with a GIF. I dare you. All right. I will see you next week, 12:30 live on LinkedIn.